Hello ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Jim Makes a Cartoon. I'm Jim and I'm making a cartoon. This week I'm putting together the closet door, or as the Dictator Cat refers to it, the armory. This was the main plot point in Dictator Cat Episode 3, which you can see by clicking or tapping the link in the upper right, as well as the video description and the annotations at the end of the video. This episode was inspired by a few behaviors my cats exhibit. The first being that one specific cat named Maddie just loves to try to get into the closet door for some reason. At seemingly random times she'll paw at it or make a little bit of noise to try to get inside. Another one being something that any cat owner knows, that when a cat does not want to be picked up, it'll basically turn into liquid and kind of dig into the ground and stretch out as you try to pick it up. And the other one is most cats' fear of cleaning products. Like, they don't like the sound or smells of any of the stuff you might use to clean your home. I've been really happy about how people have reacted to this episode. I've gotten a couple of really positive comments. One from Animated T-Dot said, "LOL, nice. Short but sweet, I like it." And another from Homeless Gamer who wrote, "ROFL, this was too funny to watch only once." Plus I've gotten a few comments in real life that several people I know have really enjoyed this episode. So I want to give a shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. This has been really encouraging. And I'm hard at work on episode 4. And I have to admit, this has been a little bit more of a writing challenge for me, as there's actually some continuity to this series. You've all probably caught on by this point that Dictator Cat takes place over the course of a single day. This is, of course, with the exception of a couple of planned holiday episodes. But yeah, even though it's a very simple concept, I've never actually written anything with any real semblance of continuity. My writing style for a very long time has been essentially writing a story around a funny joke or concept. And now I'm kind of having to do the opposite, write jokes that fit into a simple story. And sometimes that works really well. You come up with a plot point which leads to a joke, which leads to another plot point, and so on and so forth. And then other times it kind of leaves you dead in your tracks. Like right now, I know what I want to happen next, but I'm not sure how to make it funny. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And I've had to crack open the old sketchbook and just kind of start drawing and writing down jokes here and there to try to figure out how to add some punch to the next couple of episodes. So here's a question. What do you do when you feel creatively blocked? Whether it's visual art or writing or music, what's your style as far as keeping your creativity going? As for what's going on personally in my life, not much that interesting, though my wife was out of town for a few days. So I did what any red-blooded American male would do when his wife's out of town. I gorged on almost exclusively cheeseburgers and pizza. I know some men, when their wife is out of town, will go out drinking all night. Other guys will go fool around behind their wives' backs. Me, I just eat trash. So, I mean, that was fun. In other cartoon-related news, the people behind channel Frederator recently announced that they are reorganizing how they distribute both their content and their members' content. The original channel Frederator YouTube page is going to play host primarily to their Tuned Up and 107 Facts series. They've since created a spin-off channel called Channel Frederator Network, which will primarily host their user-generated content. It's also been implied on the forums that they are reconsidering how they launch that user-generated content. I'm of two minds about this. On one hand, their reasoning makes some sense. One of the group's representatives on the forum stated that this is about viewer expectations. The 107 Facts and Tuned Up episodes appear much more regularly on the Channel Frederator channel, and when you compare the analytics, that's what people are coming to that particular page for. But they still recognize that their audience is also looking for a greater variety of different content, so they split off the new network channel. So that makes some sense to me. On the other hand, it is always more difficult to build up a new brand than to expand on an existing one. However, I will say that their staff is pretty good at creating and expanding different brands. So when the announcement was made that they are now accepting new submissions for their various programs, instead of waiting like I usually do to kind of see how things pan out, I'm kind of jumping in right away. I immediately submitted my Welcome to Boulder Dash and Dictator Cat playlists, which is a little bit riskier action than I usually take, especially since with this new channel, because of its more limited exposure, could potentially be not so good for my personal growth. At the same time though, I found that when I've hesitated on these new ventures in the past, I always end up regretting not jumping in earlier. So we'll see how this pans out. If you haven't yet been to the new Channel Frederator Network page, got a link in the upper right as well as in the channel description as usual. Also, Also, happy birthday, Mom! My mother just celebrated her birthday yesterday, and so I wanted to wish her the best, and many more years to come. You know what? Another totally random question. What are your summer plans? I know for me, my main summer plans include taking a few days off in a couple of weeks to catch up on some cartoon work. So what do you like to do during the summer? Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, like always, do like your mom told you and share. I will see all of you incredible people next Friday.